Okay guys, I'm here with an update with the MIDEA cube. I think that's how you say it, MIDEA, MIDEA. And it's been running for, let's see, I started at 5 o'clock yesterday, and it is 7:07, so it's been running for 26 hours straight. And I want to show you guys, remember this is a 2,500 square foot basement facility here in the bottom of the workshop. And if you look at that, 62. That's a lot. That's the old one back there, remember, that I wanted to replace. I wish I could hear. Let me get a piece of paper here, guys. I just want to show you. Let me take this. This is all the numbers I've been writing for the last solid day. I just want to show you how much air. If I could get this, guys, give me a second here. Oh boy, give me a second. Okay, I just wanted to show you. Do you see the pressure of that? Like, look at that. It literally holds the paper up in the air. See that? It falls down. Whoop, like that. Look, guys, look at that. So that is a really good concept for a dehumidifier, because what it does is on paper here, guys. So if you have a room like this, right? So you have a big old room, and then if you have that kind of airflow, this is flowing up towards the ceiling and around back down. Now what that's causing is kind of like a convection, right, where you have the machine in the middle, and what that does is it causes kind of the air to loop like this, right? I think I explained that in the other one. So the nice thing about that is it pushes up to the ceiling, and it brings that moisture down into the unit here through the sides, so it can actually, you know, move the air. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like this way, which would be like around a room like that, where it's just kind of like, you know, shoving it in a circle like that. And I think that might be the secret to how these things work, is they actually go up to the roof and then back down. And this, the old one, which is that one right there, guys, I think has to go like, you know, sideways, kind of like around the room. So we're looking down at the room like this. But I mean, the numbers don't like. Oh, look at this here, guys, 61. So it literally just dropped. My target was to hopefully get this area down to 60%. Now that's obviously not the best. You want to get, you know, down to 40 and 50. I understand that, but remember that this model is only supposed to go up to 2,000 square feet, and this model listed on Amazon now says it's only usually good for 1,500 square feet. So this is absolutely underpowered for its task here, but it has been running for 27 hours. It does have a much cleaner smell down here, because as you can see, like there's a little bit, like that's kind of not moisture, but it is. It's kind of hard to explain. So back in the days, they tried to paint this floor, so we kind of, you know, scratched it out the best we could. We're going to redo the whole floor, but I wanted to get all the moisture down the best I could using this model. And like I said, the numbers, the proof is in the numbers. So 61 in a room, or in a building that's 2,500 square feet. You see it goes way back there, and then there's multiple rooms. So this is a very unfinished, basically like almost like a dungeony kind of feel to it. It's just a big empty basement for the most part. Like we have a kind of a wash machine here for, you know, towels and rags and whatnot and things, work clothes and things like that. And then it's pretty much empty, as you can see. So as you can see, like way back there, there's not much back there. Like that on the floor right there is not water, that's a shadow, because we have the light actually up here. So you can see that there's nothing really down here that's exciting, but the numbers are exciting. They really are. Oh, here comes Mrs. Rambling Bob. She hears me yapping down here. So here's Miss Rambling Bob. So you gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? This is the old cable that I used to have on the other one. As you can see, I don't have the drainage hooked up yet. All I have is just the bucket. Now the cool thing is, let me check the bucket real quick just to make sure. Okay, it looks like the water is about right there. So it's almost to like the number 1. These things light up, okay? This 1, 2, 3, 4, they'll light up like this when they're full. So it's not even to the first part yet. Now I left and I came back. Let me show you here. I'll do these numbers more upstairs, but I came back, as you see. Let's see, here it says full. Actually, let's go back upstairs and we can sit down at the workbench, and then I can show you what happened. And I was very, very happy about it, but I was nervous because I thought something had maybe broken down or broke. But we're at 61% down here so far, and I'll be upstairs. Give me 1 second. For you, it's a second. For me, it's about a couple of minutes. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back upstairs here now. And now we're going to look at the numbers here officially. So it's been running for about, let's see, 8:45 from 5. That would be 24, 25, 26, 27, almost 28 hours. So we have, let's see, 28 hours here. That's how long it's been running, 28 hours at about, we're going to ballpark it at 200 watts. So we're going to get the calculator now. Let's see here. Okay, so you got 28 times 200 equals 5,600 watts. So we used 5,600 watt hours within 28 hours. Now that is a very decent compared to, remember, the other one used to do 12,000 a day. And it was kind of a little bit more sometimes, but I averaged it to about 12,000 a day. And remember, this is 500 watts per hour, and this is only 200 and probably 11 per hour. So, but now here's the difference. The lowest that I remember this being is somewhere between 70 and 75%. That was using this much power per day. So this one, as you can see in the video that you just watched, the bottom that we have so far is 64.9 degrees at 61% humidity at 8:31 p.m. So that is 61. And if you look at that, because we have the official number, and I don't remember this one because I remember it was somewhere between 70 and 75. So we're for argument's sake, we're going to say it was 70, right? Just because I don't remember. I know it's in between there somewhere. But I was very frustrated with that because 70 is still very, very wet in the air. And, you know, you got to get it down under 60. Usually 40 to 50 is really good, but basements are tough, right? There's all that moisture down there. Nobody's down there, so the body heat of people is, you don't have the heater vents that usually go on down there, so there's a lot of like stale air that sits. And the way this thing works is, like I explained, is this goes to the roof here, to the top of the, oops, I put RAR. Okay, so roof. So this actually goes up and circles it like convection, as opposed to circling the room with the air like the old style one, where they come from, you know, one side out the other side, and that kind of pushes air in a circle, where this thing kind of pushes it up and then drops it back down and it pushes it up. I think that's better rotation for the air, and then you have a chance to actually get that moisture out of there. And like I said, proof is in the pudding now. So let's say that was 70%, for argument's sake, at 12,000 watt hours. That's a lot of money, right? This one, let's do the full math here, guys. Let's do 12,000 watt hours times, ours is about 18.5 cents per kilowatt hour in our area right now, which is, oh, wait a minute, I did $18. Hold on. That was a lot of money. Okay, so 12,000 watt hours times 0.185. Okay, that's a huge difference in money, which would be approximately 22, is that right? $22.20. Holy crap, Zilla. Is that right? 12,000. No, wait, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Guys, I'm goofy. Okay, so 12 times, I knew that was wrong. I just had a feeling. Okay, 12 times, because it's remember, it's 18.5 cents per kilowatt. So 12 times 0.185. There you go. So there you go. Okay, so minus one of those zeros. So $2.20. That sounds better. Okay, $2.20 it costed me to run that one per day. Remember, this is every day, to only reach 70%. This one costed 5.6, which is 5.6. I got a calculator on the screen, guys, so give me a second. 18.5. That is $1.04. So as you can see the difference, you're looking at half the money. But not only that, guys, look at the difference. 70 to 61 in almost the same time. I think this one, like I said, was at 64 within a 24-hour period. Here, right here, that was actually, so right here, 63 was a 24-hour period, so we'll say 63. That was actually 25 hours, but it's close, because I don't remember what that one was, remember? So you go from 70 to 63, that's 7% better. And remember, this is a strong unit. This is a 500-watt unit. And this one is half. Not even half. I think it's like, what is it, like 2/5 of the power, right? So that's a, guys, that's a huge savings. This would cost you about $60 a month, approximately, to run that, to get it down to 70% in our situation. This would cost you $30 a month. And remember, this is if you run it all the time. And look at, you're down to 61. I'm still running this. It's still on 24/7 here. I'm going to run it for probably one more day so I can see what I can really, my goal is 60, but I'll take anything less than 60 for that. And I was thinking either buy another one of these ones or one bigger one, and then have it that way where you can actually have like one on this side of the building and one on this side of the building, and they can kind of work together. And then if you preset them, you know, if one side is kind of more damp than the other one will kick on, the other one will kick off. You know what I mean? So they can work kind of like weightlifting. You know, you have two arms and you can bench press a lot more that way. So they can work as a team, kind of like a dual core processor on a computer. But 61% down up to 70% for half the money. Now that I call winning, 100%. So let's come up here now. And now that we have all the official numbers here, this is, like I say, guys, this took 28 hours to get all this numbers. And here, I'll put it here so you can have a screenshot, and then you can go through and kind of look at it and see what I did here. And then here's another screenshot of this one, so you can see what I did here. And then, you know, what the money would be. Remember, this is 18.5 cents per 0.18, or you know what, write it this way, 18.5 cents per kilowatt hour per kilowatt hour. Okay, so 18.5 cents is what it costs us here in this area for every 1,000 watt hours, which is 1 kilowatt, guys, 1 kilowatt hour. So now that we have all that in paper, writing down, that was like I was taking a test here, guys. Look at the numbers I wrote. We're going to come up here, and then you can see what I'm doing on the screen here is I was doing all the mathematician stuff here on my fancy calculator there from Windows. And this is the actual model that we have. This is the 20 pint. And notice that I don't know if this is a newer version or the same as what we have, or they just put it down to 1,500. Because remember, the box I showed you downstairs actually says up to 2,000 square feet. So maybe they downgraded the rating. But my numbers didn't lie for me. That was a great test. And I just saved, what did I save? About, what is that, 6,400 watt hours that I can use in my shop, as opposed to running it, you know, through this crazy dehumidifier thing in the basement. So I'm a big fan of that. Let me see if I have any extra info. That's what it looks like when you open it up, guys. Oh, and this thing right here, simple thing. Does it go big? Okay, so these are these little triangles here, and you align them. So once you pick it out of the bucket, it'll come like this, and you just lift it up, kind of like a fishing bucket or a paint bucket, but it's square. And then once you lift it up like that, and here's the water line, guys. Once you lift it up like that, you line it up with these little things. Very simple. You just turn it 90 degrees, and you set it back down. Very, very simple. And then this is what it looks like top down. Very clean, but I think this is the culprit of what is making the big difference. This fan, because the compressors are mostly pretty close to the same thing. I mean, you know, it takes a lot of technology to change a compressor, but the angle and the direction of the fan, I think, is a huge difference. Let me see if I can move this over here. When you try to move air, obviously. So I think that this having that swirling effect on a room, I think, is the key of why this thing works so darn good. I mean, it doesn't even, guys, it doesn't look like a dehumidifier. It looks like a bucket. This looks like a bucket of paint that you left sitting somewhere, and you made all these colors on the floor with this paint. But it's not. It's a really, really good so far, it's a really, really good dehumidifier. And I was a little nervous on buying it, but like I said, we got that good deal because that one company had a damaged box. So I thought, what the heck, I'm going to buy it. And I'm glad I did. Here, this says it removes up to 50 pints of moisture from the air per day. Now remember, that is the big, let me see if I can come back here. That is the big model. I'm kind of zoomed out. Guys, can I pause and I want to make the screen a little bit bigger on the phone. Give me a second here. Okay, bam, that's way better. Way better. Now you guys can see all my fancy toys here. Okay, let me get some soda pop. All right. So that's my lucky Bluetti cup here with my Dr. Pepper. So now you can see the screen a little bit better. Sorry about that. I must have, like, you know, if you touch something in technology, boy, it changes a lot. Holy cow. One button on the phone, and next thing you know, I got a crazy view. Okay, so let's see here. Covers up to 15,000 square foot. Like I said, ours says 2,000 on the box. I don't know if I got an older one. I don't know if I got a newer one. I have no. I assume I got possibly an older one. I don't know. I don't know. Here's the cord that comes out the bottom. This is a good idea too. That way the cord can never fall in the water, so it's kind of propped up, and that way you don't have to worry about it falling in that water. So that's cool. Here, this is how to drain it, guys. These little switches here, okay, they're on both sides, left and right, and what those are is those are safety switches. So the machine will not turn on ever until these little buttons push in on the little button of the main part to let the system know that it is securely in place. And that's what I did, guys. I had this thing all the way full. I think it goes all the way up to about there-ish or something. It was heavy. It was like 3 gallons. It was about almost 30 pounds with the bucket. So yeah, it was a little bit of weight there, but I was really surprised that it filled that up within a day. I mean, that was way better than the other one. This is the app, guys. I want to try this, but this is one of the things, guys, where I don't like apps unless you can use them straight Bluetooth without signing. I don't like giving the email and all the private info. I don't like that. I never did. So if this thing is a straight Bluetooth, I will do another video showing how I use that. But I don't want to use it if you have to sign up for like a smart home app or, you know, whatever it is. So I'll look into that, okay? Now here's the system setting without the bucket, and that's just the drainy thing. So that thing can go right in here, and then the water comes out right into wherever you have it. If you have it sitting like they have it just sitting in the kitchen sink. This looks like a range down here or a dishwasher, and they have it literally sitting right in their kitchen. And it's pretty quiet, guys. On low, it's pretty quiet. So I don't think it'll bother you. This also is the little screen thingy that you can pull out and then you can clean. So that's cool. That's cool. Oh, guys, if you get this darn thing and it doesn't seem to be picking up water, this might have been one of the complaints I've heard from some people when I was researching this, guys. Make sure that you have this little thing open so the water will go in the bucket. That's a big thing, guys. That's a big thing. If you don't have that drain open, the water can't come out of the machine, obviously. It'll just build up in there. Control anywhere via smart home app. So I don't know if that's you have to sign up. 2-year parts and labor warranty provide you even greater peace of mind. Energy Star, absolutely 200 watts. I think it's fantastic. That saves me 300 watts per hour. Okay, so here you got the 22. These are different looking models. I wonder if they have the fan. These are the cubes here. This one's got pretty yucky reviews compared to the rest of them. I wonder if these have the fans that still go upwards like that, like the cubes, as opposed to sideways. You know what? Let me research that real quick, guys. This is a 22 one. It looks like the fan is on the top. Yep, here's the water. Here's the water bucket. And okay, so the input is probably here, and then the fan kicks upwards. So this probably runs in this very similar style. I don't know because I don't have it. But yeah, see? Okay, so it's a circle fan. So guys, you ever seen those fans that spin like this, and it has blades like this, and it pushes air, you know, like upwards? That's what's inside there. It's kind of hard to see because you can't zoom in very good, but that's the kind. Almost like if you ever seen the fan inside cars, they have that spinning thing that looks like that, except it's tilted, you know, on its side there. So now the cube one actually has just a regular fan. Let me see if I can get a picture straight down in there, guys, again. Let me see here. Let me see. Right there. So this, if you look inside there, there's just a regular, almost like a house fan that's inside there. Maybe a 10-inch fan there or so. And that is, let me see if I can get close enough here, guys. I don't know if you can see the blades. Yeah, you can kind of see them. See the arch right there, and the arch right there, and the arch right there. So that's just a regular home fan, and those are usually a lot quieter than these of what I found out, because you know the car ones can get very loud when they're pushing a lot of air. Let me see if I can shrink this, guys. This is really big. There we go, 87. There we go. Now we can fit stuff on the page here, guys. Okay, now we can see a lot better. All right. Let's see. Where do we leave off here, guys? Right down here. Related products, and then here's full specification. So now we have everything. This is the model that we have, the MAD 20S1QWT. That way, if you want to write it down, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in on that bad boy. Let me highlight it, and you can zoom in, and then you can screenshot that, guys. And we actually have the white version, of course. I don't know if they make a black version. That would have been kind of cool. And then here's your 1,500 square foot, 20 pints a day. I can guarantee that, at least for my model, because like I said, in 24 hours, actually it was down here, less than 24 hours. Remember, I dumped 20 pints. That was a full bucket, and all 4 lights was on, and then the machine shut down. That's why I thought when I came back here, I thought, oh my gosh, something is broken, you know. But it wasn't. It was full. I had no. I didn't even guess that it would be that full. I had no hope that it would actually be full, because like I said, I followed the other one for quite a while, and it never ever filled the bucket. It just seemed like maybe a half a bucket, and I don't know how much a bucket was on that, but I don't think it's as big as this one. But that's my update, guys, for the MIDEA 20 pint cube dehumidifier for spaces up to 1,500 square feet. Same model number, remember, but now they actually reduced the quality, or the rating, if you will, to 1,500 square feet. And like I said, it's worked for us. It's still right now, according to the meter that I have, it is 61%. So here, let me add one more number here. Even though it's the same number, I'm still going to add it. 61%. So nothing's changed there. The temperature is still 64.9, and it is now 903. So there you go. So it is holding it at 61. If I could get 1 more percent, oops, sorry guys. If I could get 1 more percent, I win. I win for sure, because like I said, I was aiming for 60, just so I could keep it, doable. You know what I mean? I'd like to get it lower than that, but I think it's going to take more time. Obviously, when you get lower in a percentage of water vapor in the air, it's harder to get it out, right? If it's 100% moisture, it's easier because moisture is everywhere, right? If it's only 20%, obviously it's much drier. It's harder to, what is the old thing? It's harder to squeeze water out of a sponge than a rock. There's an old saying like that, something like that. But those are my numbers, guys. So second video, update number 1. Hopefully this will help you guys. If you want to order one, I'll leave a link in the description, and maybe it'll help you as much as it did us. So far, like this thing. I'm actually looking at buying another one or getting a bigger one. I haven't made up my mind. I might want 2 small ones, because then I can run one at 200 watts when I want to, and when it's really bad, if it's raining season or something like that, or in winter when it's really snowy or something like that, I can run 2 of them. And that way I have like a backup plan, because I like backup plans. I always did. But there you go. You got my numbers, guys. And do with whatever you want with those numbers, and use them for your research as well. And ramble on, be safe, and I'll see you next time here at Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.